Hello and welcome, race fans, to JMS Broadcasting here tonight at Lanier Speedway for the SoDiRT Smart Midget Tour. My name is KR Stolfus. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you are strapped in and holding on tight, because it's gonna get rowdy here at Lanier. Got 1 minute left to practice, and then we're going to be firing these bad boys up for good for some solid racing. But before we do that, I want to give a big shout out to those who made tonight's broadcast possible, and that is Rosie's Raceland, Northwest Iowa's premier dirt track parts supplier. Visit the Rosie's Raceland Facebook page for your dirt track supply needs. Winners from Volusia and Eldora have gotten their t-shirts from Rosie's Raceland, provided by Jody Rosenboom. So very appreciative of all of that. Also want to thank Farlow Motorsports. Several drivers out here tonight are a part of Farlow Motorsports, as I get all tongue-tied right there. And our most important one, Pace Performance Coatings. This is the SoDiRT Smart Midgets, brought to you by Pace Performance Coating. As we are watching Kenny Beckett tumble and tumble, checkered flag gonna drop on this practice session. We're getting ready to go into qualifying. Ray Farlow, part of the Farlow Motorsports team. In fact, he's the founder of it. That's why it's called Farlow Motorsports. Green flag waving for his qualifying time. Gonna try that bottom side, getting really crossed up, shutting it down. Tom Beckett in the 32. Beckett gonna be your pole sitter. Nick Lint gonna be, or sorry, Matthew Butler in second. Nick Lint is gonna be third for right now. So Beckett completing his 2 laps. He's sitting on pole. Now he's just got to sit back and watch everyone else come in. Ray Farlow currently in second. He's going to knock Matthew Butler into third. Chase Barber in that 191 machine, currently 5th on the charts right now. Casey Toller in the 23 getting in a little bit of trouble here. He's currently 11th. Ross Weiss in that 14 machine, he's out on the clock right now. Bruce Jones going to jump up into second. Tom Beckett still holding on to that pole position, but Bruce Jones wanting a piece of the action here. Andy Hunter going to be 4th place. Ross Weiss currently scored 6th. Max Toolman and Ryan Pace will be some of the last drivers out on track. Tolman in the 18 machine currently scored in 10th. Ryan Pace going to jump up to 4th, as Tolman's going to tag that inside wall there, still riding a wheelie. Ryan Pace right now the only car out on track turning a lap. So no one out on track right now. Good time to talk about Lanier being a dirt track here in iRacing. These guys are going to be running all over. These corners are going to be high and low. Some great battling going to be going on here in these midgets. They're going to be a little bit tail happy, meaning they're going to pick that front end up here at the start of the feature. So hopefully the drivers have been able to, you know, set up for that. As I get lost for words there. We are at Lanier National Speedway. The track length is 0.33 miles. Out of Brazelton, USA. How about that? Tonight's weather's very warm, 84 degrees. Little wind, but it is from the west. Blue skies all through the night. So thank you for joining us here tonight at JMS Broadcasting. So we got about 2 minutes, 45 seconds left. Then we will fire off heat race number 1. Kenny Beckett in the 20 machine is not taking a time yet. Colin Penn, now he's starting to roll out. So we ride on board with Colin Penn. Colin bouncing it off the limiter there at the end of the straightaways. He's going to jump up to 5th place there. Good lap for him. And see if he can improve on this second lap. And he does not, so he's going to stay in 5th spot for now. We still have just a few more cars left to qualify. One of those being Kenny Beckett. Don't know if Beckett is going to get back out there. But the 55, the 2, and the 10 all may have left the session. So we got just over a minute left here tonight. Tom Beckett, KR, up in the broadcast booth. You got your ears on, man?
Yeah, sure do.
Right now, you're sitting on pole position. What is that going to do for you tonight?
Well, actually, that's going to put me, 4th in the heat race because of the 4-car invert.
You will have the 4-car invert. You are going to have to start with that handicap. But as fast as you are, is this something you're worried about?
Well, yeah, in a way, because we've got other fast guys in here, and this is a little old short track, and the track goes away pretty quick.
So right now, do you feel the fast lane is on the bottom, or is it up top?
No, it'll be on the bottom for a while, and then it starts wearing out, and we have to move up, and that's kind of where I lose a little bit of speeds when I have to move up, but we will have to with this many cars.
You have Bruce Jones second quick out here. Are you going to be able to do anything with that? Well, I guess he'll be in a different heat race, so never mind.
Yeah, he'll be in the next heat race, but in the feature, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
All right, man. Well, we'll let you get gridded up, and good luck to you in the Rosie's Raceland heat race number 1.
Thank you, sir.
And it's Tom Beckett taking time out of his preparations to talk to us. Greatly appreciate that, Tom. '15 machine of Matthew Butler. He's getting rowdy with it. Matthew Butler on pole here, if you can figure out how to get going. Colin Penn gonna start second. Ray Farlow inside row number 2. Tom Beckett on his outside. Nick Lint on the inside of row 3. Max Tolman on the outside. Kyle Atkinson inside row number 4. And outside row number 4 will be Lee Dacus and Jesse Dacus will be right behind them. Last car here in Rosie's Raceland heat race number 1. Matthew Butler, after a wild start on the grid, got it sorted, getting ready to go green flag racing.
Green, green, green.
That 15 machine getting a good jump, running the bottom side. You see everyone going to the top here. On the high side, everyone that was on the inside row going to the bottom. Tom Beckett. Oh, Tom Beckett gonna get hit by the 15. Gonna collect the 22 as well of Kyle Atkinson. And Beckett, unfortunately, big time loser there. Not sure quite what happened there. But Tom Beckett was the big loser in this situation. Jesse Dacus is in pit road. Colin Penn in that 52 went way high there. Matt Butler out front right now in that 15 machine. Ooh, is the 52 of Colin Penn. Really picked up the front end, carrying it coming out of the corner. Had to get out of it to settle the car down. Tolman in that 18 machine almost making contact with Penn in the 52. Tom Beckett recovering very nicely here from that earlier incident. He's got 2 laps to get it done. He's sitting in 4th spot right now. Looks like he might just run out of time. So we got 1 car flipping and flying through the air. I believe that was Max Tolman. No cautions coming out for these heat races. So your leader is the 51 of Nick Lint. Final lap, final corner. Heat race number 1. Getting ready to be put in the record books as Nick Lint is going to win it. Colin Penn 2nd. Tom Beckett is 3rd. Ray Farlow 4th. Kyle Atkinson 5th. 6th, Max Tolman. Matthew Butler, Lee Dacus, Jesse Dacus, and Dawson Holmes did not start in that 55 machine. So now we're going to Farlow Motorsports heat race number 2. Ross Weiss in that 14 machine. He is going to be your pole sitter for heat race number 2. On his outside will be the 21 of Andy Hunter. Ryan Pace in the 44 is going to be starting 2nd row inside. And Bruce Jones out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, going to be starting outside row number 2. Chase Barber in the 191. Brian Balog in the 16. That will make up row number 3. Row 4 will be Kyle Thompson and Kenny Beckett. Those are going to make up the 8 drivers out here for Farlow Motorsports heat race number 2. Lights have gone out on the pace truck. We're getting ready to go green flag racing. 10 green flag laps. No cautions here in the heat race.
Green, green, green.
Green flag flying. Ross Weiss carrying that left front. Andy Hunter on his outside. Contact being made here in the middle of the pack. Chase Barber in trouble. Brian Balog on his lid already as well. Ross Weeds already dropped into 4th spot. Andy Hunter in second, or leading it right now. Ryan Pace is second. Bruce Jones, our second qualifier, quick time qualifier. Oh my gosh, slide job from nowhere. Kyle Thompson gonna flip over Kenny Beckett. Three wide coming out of turn number 2. Epic battle for the lead. Ryan Pace on the outside, the 21 of Andy Hunter in the middle, and Bruce Jones was working the bottom here. Now they're going to separate up a little bit. Bruce Jones going to slide into second place here in front of Andy Hunter. Ryan Pace is your race leader. Let's go on board with Ryan Pace. Bruce Jones right there, right behind him. We currently have 4 cars out on track. High attrition here in heat race number 2. Andy Hunter behind the wall, Kyle Thompson behind the wall, Kenny Beckett, Brian Blog, those guys all behind the wall here. Final lap for Ryan Pace. Checkered flag waving. Ryan Pace going to pick up heat race number 2 win. Bruce Jones second, Ross Weese third, Chase Barber fourth, Andy Hunter, Kyle Thompson, Kenny Beckett, and Brian Blog round out this heat race number 2. All right, now we're going to see a 2-minute warm-up session. Green flag is flying for these guys to get out there. Any fine adjustments that need to be made, fine-tuning, final adjustments, whatever it is, they can do it now. And they can get out there and turn some quick laps. So they're slowly working their way out onto the track here. One more minute in this warm-up session. Tom Beckett, the Farmington Flash out of Farmington, Missouri. He is your points leader in the SoDiRT Smart Midget Series. Brought to you by Pace Performance Coatings. Chase Barber in that 191 machine. Ooh, really crossed up there. Bruce Jones driving for Philo Motorsports, backed by Jones Constructions, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Dissolve Alloy. So that is going to do it for the warm-up session. Oh, big wheel stand. Unable to carry it through. So with a 6-car invert, I was going to put our heat race 1 and 2 winners, Ryan Pace and Nick Lint, all the way back into row number 3. Your pole sitter, your race starter, your man with a plan, Ross Weiss. Gonna start in first spot. Tom Beckett on his outside. Bruce Jones in that 17 machine gonna make up inside row number 2. Ryan Pace. Nick Lint. Well, Nick Lint, by virtue of Colin Penn not making it to the grid, is going to be on the outside of row number 2. Ryan Pace going to start inside row 3. Ray Farlow, Cherish Barber, Kyle Atkinson, Andy Hunter, Kenny Beckett, Jesse Dacus, and Brian Balog, all those guys out there now. Lights are out on the pace truck. Field formed up, getting ready. We're ready to see green flag racing. Here we go, it is out there. Ross Weiss getting a great jump. Carried that front end as he smashed that throttle, smooshed it. To the inside goes Tom Beckett, but unable to make it stick this time. Now he's got competition. Bruce Jones running right there. Bruce Jones gonna steal that inside lane. And the yellow flag is gonna come out. Looks like Kyle Atkinson in some trouble here early. So we go to our JMS Broadcasting replay. See what happened to Kyle. Kyle in that 22 machine. See just some close racing in front of him. Ray Farlow getting involved. The 21 machine of Andy Hunter involved. And unfortunately, the one who loses out is going to be Kyle Atkinson. Go on board with Ray Farlow here. Farlow able to keep going. So the field under caution. We are working lap 5 of 30. Under our first caution for the night. Ross Weiss, your race leader. Pace truck pulling off. Green flag out. We are back racing. As the leaders all getting all sorts of crossed up here. Ryan Pace, big time loser in this situation. Ross Weiss really getting a good gap opened up here. Ray Farlow gonna slide into third. Bruce Jones into second. Andy Hunter in that 21 machine. He's sitting in fourth place right now. The 16 of Brian Balog. Working down underneath the 51 and Nick Lint. These guys battling it out. There's the 21 of Andy Hunter. Looked like he got in the wall a little bit. Having to check up, and that is going to cause the 16 to lose a lot of ground. Here comes Chase Barber in that 191 machine. Your race leader, though, Ross Weiss, starting to get reeled in by Bruce Jones. To go on board with Bruce Jones, the Sioux Falls, South Dakota driver, earned the nickname Old Balls. Well, probably because they were old. Haven't ever asked him why he got that nickname, but one of these days I will. Bruce started third, currently second, trying to find a way around Ross. Ray Farlow right behind him. Farlow's sitting in third in that 72 machine. The Sophia Satellite, Ray Farlow out of Sophia, North Carolina. He's backed by TRD Pace Performance Coatings. Sporting a Hoosier on the side of that thing today. '21 machine of Andy Hunter. And Brian Belog in that 16. Ooh, making contact with the 51 and Nick Lint. Chase Barber in the 191. So we're going to go on board with Barber. Nose cam installed on this car as well. Ooh, contact being made with Barber. Barber getting turned around. Yellow flag coming out. We go to JMS Broadcasting replay. See if we can figure out what happened to Chase Barber. There's the Farmington Flash, the 32 of Tom Beckett. Oh, and the 20 of Ken Beckett. Just going to drive into the back of him, of the 191 of Chase Barber. Big time miscommunication there between those two drivers. So Ross Weiss, your race leader. Ray Farlow has managed to get into second place. Bruce Jones is third. Fourth, Andy Hunter. Brian Belog fifth. Nick Lint in the 51 machine will be sixth place. Lights have gone out on the pace truck. We're on lap 20 of 30. Kyle Atkinson, Chase Barber, all behind the wall.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag flying. Ray Farlow gonna follow in the tire tracks of Ross Weiss. Now trying to find a little bit of room underneath him. Not quite got it yet. Bruce Jones right there in third. Andy Hunter right behind him in the 21. These guys all running very, very close together. Bruce Jones with a great run on the outside here. Can he do anything with it? Ray Farlow going to try to move up to the high side now. Farlow and Jones are going to make contact. Farlow's going to go on his lid. Trying to flip it over. Unable to. So we go to our JMS Broadcasting replay. You see Farlow was trying to higher line. Bruce Jones was trying to squeeze through. Jones on his outside. Farlow just didn't know he was there. Getting into that outside wall as he flipped over. And that has put Bruce Jones on pit road. Or I'm sorry, Ray Farlow on pit road. Andy Hunter, though, the beneficiary of that, he moved into second. Bruce Jones still sitting third. We're on lap 25 of 30, now make it 26. Lights have gone out on the pace truck. Field's starting to form up. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Hold on to your hats, because here we go. Andy Hunter making a move to the inside. Hunter to the outside. Now he's slicing to the inside. He's got to run. Hunter with the pass for the lead. Andy Hunter to the front. But Ross Weiss not settled into second just yet. Trading slide jobs for the lead here. Hunter at the front right now. Here comes Ross Weiss. Oh, Ross gonna make contact.
The yellow flag is out.
Ross getting into big time trouble there. We're gonna go to our JMS replay. That is gonna give the race win to Andy Hunter. Bruce Jones gonna finish second. So we watch this replay here. You see the 14. Charges to the inside here, unable to clear him, gonna collect Bruce Jones. Ryan Pace, Brian Belong all get collected, and then charging in at the last second was another car. Didn't quite catch the number as it blew off the top end of it. But checkered flag waving for the 21 of Andy Hunter. Bruce Jones gonna bring it home second. Ryan Pace did manage to get third. So we'll see if we can get some words in with our top finishers. Andy Hunter as he celebrates, but he is not in TeamSpeak. So we're going to start with our second place finisher, and that is Bruce Jones in the 17. Man, Bruce, how you doing out there tonight?
Hey, not too bad. I don't believe I got the 5 bonus points for the clean race and finishing on the lead lap, however.
No, we did see Ross Weiss go flipping into your roll cage there a little bit. Crazy race here at Lanier. Tell us a little bit about what you were seeing.
Yeah, it was a totally wild race. I mean, I don't know, there wasn't too many cautions, but there's some good green flag racing. But man, at one point, my computer just dropped out of full screen mode and went to like windowed mode. It lost focus or whatever. I just disappeared for a couple seconds apparently. Unfortunately, caused a caution, I believe.
Well, that's never good, but you managed to recover and finish second from that incident, though.
No, it was there was a lot of contact in that race, and I don't think any of it was ill-intended. I think it was just some good hard racing.
Lanier's known for some good hard racing. Looked like a lot of cars were trying to run the bottom, but there at the end was a high side coming in.
Yeah, I think I had a little damage at the end, but when I was up there next to Ray, I think if we could have stayed green a couple more laps, I think I might have got by them both there. They were fighting on the bottom, and the top was hooked up for a couple laps anyway.
All right, man. Well, hey, you finished second here at Lanier. Any sponsors, people you'd like to thank?
Yeah, you bet. You, first of all, Pace Performance Coatings, Rosie's Raceland, Farlow Motorsports, Jones Construction, everybody that helps us out here. Thanks a lot.
Well, you're welcome, Bruce, and thank you. And congratulations on second place here at Lanier. But now we got to move on to our third place finisher. That is Ryan Pace, dirt sprint car world-class driver Ryan Pace out here in the midgets. How you doing tonight, Mr. Pace?
It was a decent night. Midget's starting to come around, and too bad this season's winding down, but it's finally starting to get hang in this thing. Had a pretty fast car tonight, just a little bad luck.
You're going to end up third out here tonight, but not without your mishaps. It looked like you got into some trouble in your heat race a little bit early on and then in the feature as well. What all was going on out there that you were able to see?
I don't remember any trouble in the heat race. There might have been. I don't remember back that far, but no, I got the win in the heat race.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but no, I had a good start and picked up a couple spots there on the start, and then I don't think I was in fourth and something happened. There was a big pile up and went to the back. I don't know if I took on damage or what. I was racing kind of for last place there for a good part of the race, and then ended up getting back up to the front. Had some really good racing there with Thomas and Jesse toward the back, but once I kind of got around Jesse finally and started getting an open track, I was able to track down that lead pack, and I think I had a car that could have won it, just ran out of laps.
If you will, bear with me for just a second as I gather my thoughts. Third place here in the midgets as a pro world-class driver in the sprint car series running the World of Outlaws. How does the Midget compare to the sprint car?
Well, I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, it's a lot closer racing. It's a whole different animal, really. But yeah, I don't really know how to compare them. It's a little bit more of a driver's car versus a setup car, but just a lot closer racing in general.
So a lot closer racing. How does driving affect? How does the wheeling of the Midgets affect how you drive these cars?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the wheeling is not as bad as it used to be. I do some things with my setup to really eliminate the wheeling. Probably a different gear than most guys are running, but it's a pretty smooth car to drive, really, if you get a good setup underneath you. But yeah, if you got a lot of gear in the thing, you don't have a good setup, it's definitely a handful, and you got to be finesse. You got to be quick reaction time with the throttle, and even quicker with your hands.
All right, man. Well, hey, you end up third place tonight. Any sponsors, people you'd like to thank?
Just shout out to Farley Motorsports. These guys work on these midget setups a lot, and I kind of just jump in and run what they're running, so they give me a pretty good car, so just shout out to them.
All right, Ryan. Well, congratulations on third place here at Lanier, but now it's time to move on to our race winner, and that is Andy Hunter in the 21 machine. Man, oh man, what a race you had out there tonight.
Yeah, it was an interesting one. I actually didn't fill up our completely with gas before the heat race, so I didn't finish my heat race. So I had to start at the back of the feature, and it was fun working my way through there.
You started 10th in the feature. You end up first. You had to work your way through all of that, all the mayhem. How many times did you have to kind of clean out your seat?
Definitely on that, I believe, second lap caution. We went 4 wide there going into, coming out of turn 2. It was, quite the, show coming out of there, and then we all kind of got together, and I think one got on the roof.
Well, that's never good, but here you are, all 4 tires on the ground in victory lane with a race win here with the SoDiRT Smart Midget Tour Series. Sense of accomplishment, how's it feel?
Pretty awesome, man. I came in here, I feel like only a couple minutes before practice was over, and I was like, this should be fun, and just kind of made a quick setup and threw it all together, and turned out pretty well, actually. I had to adjust a little bit during the feature, though. It got a little loose, so had to make some adjustments, but after I made those adjustments, man, the car just took off.
All right, man. Well, your race winner out here tonight. Do you have any sponsors, people you'd like to thank for getting you here in the victory circle?
I'd like to thank you for hosting the race. It's been a lot of pretty good broadcasting you have here.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. You know what? Why don't you go kiss that trophy girl one more time, hang that trophy on the mantle, and congratulations on your race win.
All right, thank you, man. You have a good night, too.
That is Andy Hunter, our race winner here at Lanier. We had to stall for just a moment to get him into TeamSpeak, but he managed to make it, so we appreciate him putting in that effort so we could talk to him. So that is going to do it for us here tonight. Our unofficial results are Andy Hunter with the race win in the 21 machine. Bruce Jones getting it done in second. Ryan Pace third. We got to hear from all 3 of our top 3 podium finishers. Wow, what a phrase. Brian Balog, Kenny Beckett, 4th and 5th. Tom Beckett, 6th place. Ross Weiss led the most laps, but going to come home 7th. Jesse Dacus, Nick Lint, Chase Barber going to round out your top 10. Ray Farlow, Kyle Atkinson, going to finish 11th and 12th, and then did not start was Colin Penn, Max Toolman, Kyle Thompson, Lee Dacus, Dawson Holmes, Casey Toller, and Zach Padunkadunk. Padunkadunk. Yes, Zach Padunkadunk. Yeah, I went there. All right, guys, thank you very much for joining me tonight. This is JMS Broadcasting. We were doing the SoDiRT Smart Midget Tour at Lanier. Special thank you to Pace Performance Coatings, Farlow Motorsports, and Rosie's Raceland for making tonight's broadcast possible. Hope you guys had a good night. I know I did. I will catch you all next week right here at JMS Broadcasting.